peasants, and welcome to today's video. My name is Chayification, and this is 5 things that we learnt during the Division beta. Now this is primarily stuff that I in particular have learnt, stuff that I didn't realise was there, or I didn't kind of expect that to happen, or anything like that. Now I didn't read that much on the Division before it came out. I know one of the Ubisoft guys, and he's always banging on about how good it is, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give the closed beta I'm gonna give it a try. We'll see what happens. And these are 5 different things which I learnt about the Division during the beta. Number 1, it's an RPG. Now, you know, from this I got a massive, I didn't really realise it was mainly an RPG, and a lot of people have probably realised this already, but for me this was kind of finalised during the time I played the beta. Now, being an RPG, there is a lot of, every RPG has character customizations, has, you know, different stuff you could put on and off of your character, everything like this, and that is all in the Division. From what I gathered from actual trailers, it was more of like an online kind of story-driven sort of thing, where there was this slight element of being able to kind of do different things like that, but it's an actual full-on RPG. It's basically an MMORPG. It's like a little bit like, not the Division, this is the Division I'm talking about, a little bit like Destiny, that's the one, but not first person. This one is completely in third person, but it has that kind of Destiny-esque feel to it. It has this RPG-esque feel to it. There is kind of like a skill tree thing going on. We have different armors and different clothing you could put on to change the look of your character. You can even give the guy a beard, or the girl a beard. I'd probably give a girl a beard. You can give people beards and things like that. Like, I started up and the guy just had a beard, and I was like, whoa, this guy has a full-on beard. It's cold. Full-on beard would help right about now. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that beard on. So it's more of an RPG than anything at all. Out of anything, it's like a cover-based shooting role-playing game of apocalyptic doom. That's what it is. So it's a cover-based RPG of apocalyptic doom, which is CBRPGOAD. There you go. It's a CPRAD, whatever, that thing. Number 2! Now these are in no particular order, as I may have already stated, but there is base building. Kind of. There's kind of a base building thing in it, which was completely didn't realise that was going to be there. I just kind of thought, oh, you know, there's going to be a spot you kind of go to, it's going to be built, flare. But no, there is actual base building. Part of the beta shows this off. There is a little mission in it, one of the main missions, there's like 2. One to get to your forward operating base, your FOB. So to get there, you get there, and it's just kind of some run-down old building with a lot of crap in it. But you find out that there's actual people around that you need to go rescue, doctors, security, experts, things like this. You have to go and rescue these people, and when they come back with you, their little sort of wing opens up more, and you can upgrade that wing, and it changes it, gets rid of some of the crap which is all in there. It's basically just a crap in there. You can kind of see it on what the screen is now, but you can upgrade it and change it, which is insane, which I did not even realise was there. So for example, you can get yourself Dr. some lady by going and rescuing her in an overrun hospital which has been overrun by crazy gangland people who are just kind of taking people hostage for no apparent reason anymore. Because there is no reason for people to take hostage except from like food and stuff. So actually there is quite a large reason to take people hostage, I suppose. But anyway, you get her, you take her back, and she's all bitching and moaning that there's not enough people, we need people, because I can't do it all by myself. And it's like, yeah, it's fair point, we'll get them people over, we'll help you, just, you know, start this little area. So there is kind of like a base building kind of thing going on. The more people you rescue, the more money you spend on the area which you have. Well, the kind of like points, you earn these points doing different styles of mini missions. So you'll get like medic points and stuff like that, and you can spend that on the medic area. So yeah, you get these other little points and you can upgrade them, and it becomes more of a base. So there's kind of like base building. It's base building, guys. Number 3. It's basically a one-to-one match of Manhattan. The entire game is basically Manhattan. So if you've not been to New York yet, buy the Division, and you will go to a lesser nice version of New York. But you will still, you know, you'd learn your way around. Learn the map on the Division, and you could just go to New York, and you'll know exactly where you are. Basically, that's what it is. They've got it down to more or less a T, even down to the signs and where the signs are, where the crosswalks are, where the crossroads are. Everything like that. Parks, benches, and all sorts of madness. Now, there was one point in the game where I was walking down a road, and it looked very, very nice. It had this kind of like terraced kind of look to it, that typical New York terrace look. Not the crappy English terrace look, which is horrible, but the nice New York terrace look, where you have steps up to your doors and all this kind of crap. Very, very Victorian-y, that kind of thing. There's not enough of that in England. Most of it's just 80s tat. But yes, but the problem with it was there was loads and loads of bin bags everywhere. And it was really like, to walk down that road, it was kind of like, wow, shit really has gone down. And there's bin bags just piled up against people's front doors, just around the front doors. It was insane. You can probably see it on the screen right about now, or it's already been. But yeah, it's just mad. Like, to go down a street like that, thinking, okay, this street actually exists somewhere. And being able to walk down that and see all the stuff in the road, all the cars parked everywhere, snowing, and then just bin bags and rubbish everywhere was actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, that was for me, the whole beta, that is probably one of the most amazing shots I think I have just personally found in the beta. I mean, like, the game itself is very, very good looking, but that for me was kind of like, wow, there's some serious attention to detail in this game, and that is, I think, is what's probably gonna be a huge selling point of this game. Number 4, the character customization. There is a hell of a lot more of this than I was expecting. Now, I kind of expected the fact, considering it was an MMO, I kind of expected the fact that you'd be able to, you know, create your character, give him a funky eye, give him a scar or whatever. But in fact, you've got pretty much freedom to do whatever hell you want. You can go into some randomer's apartment, go in their cupboard, and see if there's anything there worth taking. Whether it's a beanie, a parka coat, whatever. I did that. I stole some guy's coat. He was no longer there. He didn't need it. So I nicked it and put it on. And it was actually a very nice coat. So it was it's a nice coat. It's a very nice coat. So I donned it, and with a beanie, and I was quite happy. Because, you know, I thought the guy first started, he had a bit of hair, had a beard going on. I thought, you know, that head, his ears there, they get a little bit cold. We need to get yourself a beanie on there. But you can also customize your guns. It's not just your character. You can grab stuff. You get mods for your guns. You can actually completely customize them with scopes, hand grips, whatevers, different types of bullets. From what I can tell, there's like incendiary bullets I think I've picked up before, which sound awesome, might I add. So yeah, there's a lot of customization going on. Number 5 is the PvP Dark Zone. Now, for me, when I first saw this game, I kind of thought it was a big open world game where lots of people would be running around anyway. However, it isn't really. You've got kind of these own little mini zones where you kind of go into. If you want to have friends in with you, they'll be there as well, and there might be the odd other team, but there's no kind of major open world part except from the Dark Zone. Now, the Dark Zone is the PvP area. The second you step in there, anybody else you see can kill you, and probably will do. However, if they do, they then get black marked and flag up on everyone else's map that they're a dick. So everyone else can go and kill them, and subsequently also then become dicks by having themselves, you know, flagged up on screen. So you can do that. There is a Dark Zone. It isn't just, but that's where you get all the decent stuff. You go there, you get all the awesome gear, basically. It's like the raid zone, where you go and get all your stuff. However, it is a lot harder. There is a lot more people there. There are people there who will kill you, and there are higher level enemies. So yeah, there is a little space. For me, that was kind of disappointing because going around the game, you don't really see many people at all, except from the main starting area. You see a couple of people hanging around there, but other than that, you don't really see anyone wandering around. You just see AIs and civilians. For me, that's one of my only problems. Of course, there's the whole thing about if everyone was running around, it would just be crazy. But yeah, I get that. I understand that. It'd just be nice to see a few more people running around, like people to share the same kind of game zone rather than to just kind of be you, because it just kind of feels a little empty being just you, one division guy, one division agent in an entire city is a little bit dodgy. But that for me, not too much of an issue. That could change. I've not really spent that much time in the Dark Zone, so that is, of course, could also change my opinion. But anyway, there are 5 things that I discovered, and you may have also discovered, during the Division beta. Now, I'm pretty sure it ends today, so if you haven't got it, that's very unfortunate. You have missed out on quite a serious thing. It was pretty awesome, and it is still pretty awesome. I'm going to go play it now, I think. So thank you very, very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to give us a good old-fashioned like rating if you did. That would really help, and a subscribe as well. Really also helps me, because we love people who subscribe. Come and join the peasants. It is most fun here. So I thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you. Please don't forget to comment down below what you think of the Division beta. I'd like to see your ideas and your thoughts. Toodle freaking all, friends. Bye. Some serious demolition going on in today's episode. We are officially going to change this whole central madness here. It is happening today. Okay, it is going to happen. So it's just going to be complete.